Ladies and gentlemen, here they are. Please welcome.
Welcome to the Brors podcast. Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris, baby. Chuck Norris died a long time ago for me.
For you.
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah. The fish? The fish.
Why? Oh, fuck.
Right.
You have a fish called Chuck Norris?
We had a fish called Chuck Norris and one called Bruce Lee.
Fuck that.
Bruce Lee outlived him. No, he didn't. Bruce Lee died first. Did he? Yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah, just like in real life. Chuck Norris, we gave Chuck Norris away. We don't know what happened to him.
Still going.
So here's some of my favourite Chuck Norris jokes. Chuck Norris went to a feminist rally and came home with iron clothes and a sandwich. When Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone, he had 2 missed calls from Chuck Norris. When Chuck Norris turned 18, he left home and told his dad, "You're the man of the house now." Chuck Norris threw a grenade and killed 10 people. Then it exploded. There you go.
That's a pretty good one.
Do you like those ones?
I think, yeah. Have you got a favourite one? Remember, they were a massive thing,
They're
like
all
2004.
like, yeah, you can do it for so many, like, you know, for a lot of different things, can't you? Like,
It was a big thing, like 2004 or something for some reason. I remember in our local Easons. Remember Easons? They're not around anymore.
we're sorry that he said that word like that.
They're not around
Norris
anymore.
went to the zoo and
And we're sorry that he said it like that. Apologies. Apologies that he said it
What's
like
going
that.
on? You're all talking. What? What did you say?
Chuck Norris went to the zoo and instead of looking at the animals looked at him.
Get out.
That's what you could do for it.
Yeah.
Chuck Norris went to the bathroom
Get out.
to brush his teeth, but instead of brushing his teeth,
His toothbrush got
his
teethed.
toothbrush brushed.
Yeah.
His, I don't know.
Chuck Norris brushed the.
I don't know.
Exactly.
It's retarded.
I don't know what to do with that.
Would Chuck Norris would.
Exactly. I only know him from that one Bruce Lee movie. I've never watched a Chuck Norris movie.
I've never watched the Chuck Norris movie.
No, not
Don't know why.
Not necessarily, but I think I have watched the Chuck Norris movie.
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris. Shut up, Easons. Remember
He
you
just
said
had his
that
own.
word?
He just had his own branch.
Easons.
His own.
Easons. Not Easons.
Let me ease on into
Let me
Easons.
Easons in y'all. Pussy.
But there's a lot of those types of fighter movies that have all those. It's just like their own brand of movie. It's like that's your Chuck Norris movies, and then you got your Van Damme movies.
And you got your
Then
then you got your
Steven
Chuck.
Then you got your
Seagal movies.
assholes. Chuck
You know.
Norris.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of action stars, and you just had to pick a few, and they were your favorite ones. And like it was Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Well, that being said,
Van Damme.
Chuck Norris movies are dog shit.
Yeah. Well, I've never watched one. I can't say.
You know,
I'm
But,
sure.
like, I know, but you've seen them. Like,
But
you know
I'm
what I mean?
sure
They're
someone
so
has.
bad, like,
I'm sure someone has like that's their favorite movie.
Yeah,
a Chuck
yeah,
Norris
but
movie
they're
from the
wrong.
80s. But so were a lot of Arnie movies. Like some of them
I
were
know, but
shite.
come
Like,
on.
but a lot of them were good.
you know what I mean? He's in a fucking David Cameron movie. Come on now,
David, what?
Cameron.
First.
Who the fuck's David Cameron? Is he not our prime minister one time?
James Cameron.
David Cameron.
I was wondering what the fuck's
I
going
was
on.
wondering there.
Yeah,
James Cameron.
Arnie is. Yeah, True Lies, amazing movie. Terminator 2 as well, and Terminator 1. Funny enough, yeah.
Go for them too.
Why did I think True Lies was the only one?
That's the one that came to my head first too.
Yeah, but he's been in literally like Okay. Titanic as well. He's
He's the shit.
never let go.
He is the
He's the iceberg.
king of the world.
the boat is sinking.
Rose, get to the fucking
boat.
Get to the door.
Door.
No, that's New York or something.
You walk dog.
You walk door.
Just sneaks past the Titanic. He didn't see me.
No. See, you ruined the whole conversation there. We're going
next.
well.
We're joking. Shia LaBeouf,
Again? Oh yeah, what's it?
part 2.
In his boxers or something in a hotel?
Oh, that.
That's the only thing I've seen.
There's an next one. It's
seen
even
him
worse. So in the boxers.
flipping
Flipping out. Yeah. The boxers in the hotel was just before that. It's in Rome still.
He's looking for a lighter.
He was just looking for a lighter.
And
And then the next
as you
one
do
was
in your
just-
boxers in the hotel lobby.
That's fine. Look.
Yeah.
And then
We got a fucking lighter here.
he's sitting at like a cafe and there's like a woman sitting at the table
Ding, ding, ding.
opposite him, you know, and he's just screaming "fuck off" in her face for like however long, and then she gets up and walks away and he like follows her like "fuck you, Kenny, fuck you, Kenny, and your church," and then
Next day he's like, I shouldn't have done that. You know,
You're like, you know, I'll
hold myself to that. You
I'm
know,
sorry.
That's
Straight up.
100%. That's all me.
That's on me. You know, I shouldn't have done them things.
Hey,
you know what I
get
mean?
over here. Get over here. That's all me.
Stop doing it, Shia.
That's all me. Get
Just
over here.
Stop it. Stop doing it then. I know. I
leave
know.
it.
I should. And
I'll leave it.
I'll leave it. That's between me and God. You know. So
Sometimes you're on a path, and I fuck with that. That's what I fuck with. I fuck with when I'm on paths. And that's what I'm on.
strange guy. Like,
Get over here.
He's just off his head. Like, isn't he?
Hey, you, come here.
He's gone through, but he's been going through a long time.
He's been doing that a long time. Like,
Yeah. Is it drugs and alcohol?
it's mental health too.
Yeah,
You know, and then
but
drugs and
caused
alcohol
by that, I'm
obviously
sure.
just
And
fuel
then-
that though.
But like,
Because when he's not drinking, he's fine.
it's a hard out life to grow up in that world
Yeah.
like that and stay sane.
Sure.
You know, where he grew up.
But
and what
then,
he
like, I
went through.
mean, his dad as well, you know,
Yeah.
drug addict, grew up in a real tough place, you know, all that sort of shit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a weird
Yeah.
thing. Like, same with Anthony Kiedis. I think Shia LaBeouf was probably like thrown into an adult's world too young. Same with Anthony Kiedis. You know, he was Red Hot Chili Peppers frontman. If you don't know, like reading his book, he was a part of the adult world too young.
Yeah,
Like,
too young.
you know, he was partying with his dad when he was like fucking 10, taking heroin and shit. But you know, that's Hollywood, baby.
Not good. And then, like, I
Hollywood.
think he's in Rome. What was he supposed to go to Rome to, like, see his father be baptized or something? They allowed him to go because obviously he's on some form of probation for the last thing he did in New Orleans,
Yeah.
and they can't just fly to wherever the fuck you want if you're on. You know what I mean? So I think he got permission from the state to like leave and go and witness his father's baptism, and then he obviously went off the rails there,
Yeah.
which isn't going to go well for the court case back there. I'm sure.
No.
You know? Fuck's sake.
Aye,
But sure.
I like him.
And then, but
You know,
when I
I'm
first
always
seen it,
very
I was
fond
like,
of
is
him.
he filming a movie maybe? And people are just being stupid. But nah.
No, it's very likely that it's the other thing these days. Like, you know, I don't think he's in much movies anymore.
Who? Sure.
Well,
Remember Shia LaBeouf? Remember the guy we're talking about just right there now? Shia LaBeouf, yeah, him.
No, he's a movie coming out about Angola, sure.
Angola?
Yeah.
Is he in
That's
it?
going to be fucking sweet, like.
What's it about?
Angola's a prison. There's a prison in Angola and Louisiana.
And he's in it.
Louisiana. He's not in the prison. No, they're making a movie about it.
That's what I'm saying.
In this prison,
Yeah.
they allow inmates to like fight for better food and all that shit. And they have like a boxing.
Did you say in Louisiana?
Yeah.
In America?
Yeah.
A prison called Angola?
Yeah, yeah.
Right, okay. I thought you meant the country Angola.
Not Africa. So yeah, like, you know, they do bull rides as well for it. So like, if you enter this and you win, you get more food than everybody. You know what I mean? So you're fighting for your food, like, and then it's really harsh. Like, it's like one of the harshest prisons in the world, you know. And I think he's making a movie about being in that prison, I guess, in the prison. You know? So that could be cool.
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds
That could be cool, man.
Sounds really good.
And other news, slightly relevantly related, Alan Richardson.
Yes.
See him?
No.
What happened to him?
He's beat the dog shit out of his neighbour.
Did it?
Yeah.
Fuck's sake, Alan. You're on a good run. Stop it. Steroids, that's
Did he
steroids.
deserve it?
He actually, well,
Did he
he's on
deserve
TRT now. The neighbour, yeah.
Well-
No, nobody deserves it, but like, yeah, also because obviously the video that they posted, because it's the guy's like wife inside, like filming it, they only posted it from the point of Alan Richardson getting off his motorbike and just like punching the fuck out of the guy, and then like the guy goes down, he's just like still like hooking him and shit. You're like, Jesus.
Sick.
So what it was Alan Richardson and his two kids were out on motorbikes, just going around their neighborhood, and this guy come out and told him to stop,
Yeah.
like one of his neighbors, and he was like, no,
Yeah.
and just kept driving about. And then the second time they lapped around or whatever, the guy come back out and like stood in the road and stopped Alan Richardson on his motorbike.
Yeah.
And then Alan went to go on, and the guy shoved him. Like, fucking went to go again, and the guy pushed him, and he fell off his motorbike.
Right.
And they just got up and beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. But at the same time, walk away. Just walk away and call the police.
Yeah.
Because you're Alan Richardson.
You're
and
6'6" and you weigh
could be the next
300
Batman,
pound.
and now you're not going to be. Probably because of that.
Maybe not. Self-defense.
Yeah, I know, like,
Because the
but
guy put his hands on him first.
no one cares about the truth in Hollywood. They only care about image and who's hot and who's not.
Yeah.
You know, if Alan Richardson done something in the public eye that's any way going to lose money for people and up there, you know, so I don't know.
Not good. Not good.
What
Got
I
it
mean?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
And is he the next Batman, or was he supposed to be?
Any normal person, you beat that guy up, yes. But Alan Richardson, if you're someone that you have a career like that, stop hitting people. Just leave. Just fucking ring
Worked
the
for
police.
Russell Crowe, all right.
Yeah.
He got away with it for years, and they just hired him more.
See, that was a while ago.
They just hired him more.
Yeah. Yeah. Fighting around the wild.
But yeah, I thought that was interesting. Like, and it's funny how they do, like, because obviously the person videoing it filmed the whole thing. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
But they only uploaded from the point that he gets off the bike and hits
That's
him.
how they do it.
on the
That's how
shoulder,
they do it.
shoving him, like, and then the guy's now going on TMZ and he's like all cut and all. And he's like, I've been brutally attacked.
Yeah.
You know, so he's gonna get a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah. No matter who's in the right or wrong there.
Yeah. He's getting money.
That's now it's grievous bodily harm and all that shit. And so
Sick, like. And that guy's like Alan Richardson's massive.
He is quite big.
You know, and the other guy's just a normal sized guy.
yeah. Aye.
Jesus.
I wouldn't like to fight Alan Richardson.
Reacher, like.
No, fuck that. Reacher Ryan.
That was just.
And what the fuck he's talking about? He's not the next Batman.
No,
Not anymore.
it's
He's
just
not-
been it's just
not
been
anymore. He's
I
not
know, but
anymore.
even still, I don't think he was anyway.
He was in Toxic.
Yeah, but you know, it could be in talks to be someone. And I've been liking him recently, you know, he's a good action
He
star.
is
Like
sweet,
it could
look.
be
I like
in.
him.
But as Batman, I don't know.
I like him with Batman.
Oh, well,
I take him.
I don't know. I like your man. Who was the other one that was kind of going about there? People were like, I liked him. Glenn,
Yeah, he
not
was
Glenn
cool,
Powell.
wasn't he? I liked him too.
Glenn Paul.
Glenn, not Glenn Powell, but he could be someone. He's got a good sort of.
The fuck he's
It's
talking
not
about?
Glenn Powell, someone else. Can't remember his name, but he's in something. I think he's out of
Got another one for you.
that cowboy show. That's really funny. Yellowstone.
Yellowstone.
I think he's in that. Anyway,
I want Kiefer Sullivan as the next Batman.
do you?
Yeah.
Kiefer Sutherland?
That'd be pretty cool, but weird.
That'd be pretty cool,
older
Martin,
one?
wouldn't it? What are you fucking
Something like
talking
him.
about?
Yeah, fuck.
Fuck up. He's like 70.
That'd be pretty
80.
cool.
He's like 80.
Hey,
An announcement involving the late Val Kilmer. The actor's family says before he died, he was set to star in a historical epic called As Deep as the Grave, but he never got to shoot it. And now
He got to the
family
grave,
has
but-
agreed to let producers fake his voice and image with generative AI. And that is raising all kinds of questions.
This picture is the first posthumous image of Val Kilmer, created using generative AI, artificial intelligence
like it.
technology that can generate new content.
I don't
by
like it.
analyzing what's
I believe it there. Disgusting. Is what I
Why?
think. I just think it's fucking disgusting,
Fuck,
boys.
fucking- like I said, disgusting. I think is a weird reaction to it because the family consented. You've
So?
told me that he consented, so I think it would be different if like a.
So, yeah,
a
I
film,
think
If he didn't
I
consent,
think a different would
then
be
sure.
if a film studio went ahead, made a movie with an actor who passed away, didn't ask their family, whatever, and the family were like, "Here, we didn't consent." I think that's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
But everybody agreed, so whatever.
I know what he means. It's disgusting. It's look at it. It's disgusting.
Think
That's
gonna make
not
that-
him. That's just
Think
AI.
that's going to make that movie any worse?
Yeah.
Think so?
Yes. Look
Anybody
at
know
Than
about
the
that
real
movie?
Val Kilmer.
look at Admiral fucking Tarkin, or the fuck you call him in Star Wars, right? There's a scene of him. AI. It's horrible.
Star
But that
Wars, though.
wasn't.
That's a long time ago.
That's
I know,
a different thing.
But
And
but,
it's, yeah.
but it's like that. Do you know what I mean? If
That's
you
CGI
do, I know, but like it's the same
not
difference.
AI.
You know, it'll
AI
just
is
look
not
off
CGI though.
enough to where it won't be him. You know.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe not. You don't
Well, that's
know.
what I'm
maybe
saying.
not. Maybe
Even
not,
if it
but-
does get that, I'm not even talking. That's not what I'm. What I don't like about it. I just don't like that.
Well, that's why I don't like
It's
it.
going to probably be amazing looking.
Yeah.
You'll not be able to tell the difference at all. But
Yeah.
that's why I don't like it.
Yeah.
I just don't think that's a way we should be going. We really shouldn't be. But like I said, it's not art. You know,
I think-
you can separate it because
Like I said,
it's
I think
not
it's
true art.
It's different for me anyway. It would be different if it turns into like let's just use Brad Pitt while Brad Pitt's running around because he's given us permission and we'll just fire him into any movie and it's not his. But like fuck it, guy's dead. Last movie that he was gonna film, fuck it. As long as like from now and foremost there isn't like you said like 10 more Val Kilmer movies come out and he's the main star and it's just AI.
Like that's Black Mirror.
That's
like,
different.
That's
Like,
fucked
but
up.
I think that there, like, someone passed away. It's the last movie he was going to do. Everyone agrees. The family agreed. He agreed. In case I don't make it, fucking just use it. Fuck it. I think that's cool.
To continue
I think it's
the
kind of
movie.
cool. I think it's actually kind of cool.
You think a computer can't create art?
No.
So what if like you gave it the ability to go around to say, just say it had the ability to learn every form of art and copy every artist.
Yeah, it can only
learn all
copy.
that
It can only
stuff, right?
steal and copy at the minute. It can't.
Okay, but what
go
are
ahead.
you doing? Right, hang on a wee second. What if it had the capacity to go about and take in sights
Okay.
You know.
It can. It does have that capacity.
Just like a real person, like, you know.
That's not just like a real person.
By that.
Real
What about
real
this?
people are inspired by life, you know.
Let me
What
try-
about
let-
this,
let me
right?
answer.
What about this? Do you think that, like, say, so you're saying not being moved by something. So say there is just a painting, for argument's sake, we don't know what it is. There's a painting in the world that exists that would move you emotionally by viewing it, you know? Like you walk up to it in the gallery and it does something
Yeah.
internally that, you know, that art does. But you've never viewed this piece of art.
Yeah.
And before you go and view this piece of art, it's fucking replaced with an exact AI replica of that. Do you think that it could still have the same emotional
Yes.
movement
Yeah,
without you knowing that it's AI?
Yeah,
You
of
just go and view something.
But if
it's
you
not the real
knew,
thing.
if you knew it was AI, then
But that's just a
then it
copy.
would
No.
Then
Yeah,
If
just
I
go
knew
away.
it was AI, I'd probably still be like, "That's a class image."
yeah, but
Yeah.
you
But
wouldn't
it's
feel the
not,
same.
it's not art. It's a copy of what true art was.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
What do we always say though?
I would be like, well, that's different as well. Genius steals an art. A thief steals an art. Genius copies or something. Anyway, but it's like,
But
So that's relevant.
We can't really imagine, you know. I mean, fair enough. We have, you know, a lot of people have crazy imaginations and stuff,
Yeah.
but all those imaginations are gathered from information throughout life.
yeah. But here's the
Just
thing.
like the information
Yeah,
that
but
would be fed to the
AI
computer.
is literally just collecting data. I know we do that too, but it's just literally collecting data and spitting it out in information.
We do that.
No,
See, the
but
thing
we
about that
no.
is-
Let me speak. We go through life. We experience death, emotion, love, grief.
Who's to say
These
AI
things.
can't experience that eventually?
Eventually, I'm not talking about eventually. I'm talking about now.
No, yeah.
Yeah, if you want to talk about general intelligence, okay,
That's sentience then, you know. that's a
then
different story,
maybe
isn't it?
yes, they will be able to create art because that's
But no,
that's,
yeah,
that's not
definitely,
here.
You're right. Look.
And that's something I want to talk about as well. But I'm talking about AI right now. It's not capable of creating art. It's not capable of stealing artists' job in that way
Yeah.
because it can
not- it's
only
not fair,
create
honestly.
for commodity. Really, it can only create
At
for
the minute, but I think that I suppose eventually is pointless to say at the minute because it's not there. But I think that something that hasn't experienced a human existence can still be inspired by something to make something artful, you know. To create a piece of art based on its experience and its inspiration,
only when
whatever that is.
only when it reaches general.
know? Yeah,
intelligence.
That's what I'm saying.
You know,
Don't
but that's
necessarily- but I
different.
don't necessarily think you need emotion to create it because, like, just because. But a person's emotion, just say, is feeding their art and all that, doesn't necessarily mean that is going to be latched on to what they're making. Emotion doesn't necessarily always be found in what the person's creating.
I think
But it does for the viewer. You know, I think
that it's different for every viewer. A viewer could,
of course.
could completely
Art. That's why it's art.
miss the point, and
That's why art is art. ChatGPT, you'll prompt it to create me.
so would you say a child couldn't create art? Someone who hasn't,
it could,
who
yeah, of
hasn't
course,
had
yeah.
any real
No, it
emotion.
can.
You know what I
It
mean?
can, but
Can't.
it can.
It
Yeah,
can.
it
I don't
can.
think so.
why not?
Yeah.
Because they're incapable of learning the skill appropriately to create something beautiful enough
I don't think
to
so.
be moved. There's
I
a difference between like a hand painting that your own child. I think that's a different
I
reaction.
don't think.
you have to
I
it.
don't
That's
think.
not art,
I don't
you
think
know?
it would be called art in the sense that Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa would be. But
No.
in true expression
still
of
be art?
in true expression of just the form of being a child,
Yeah.
and like the playfulness of like just slapping paint on a thing,
I don't think that's art.
I would still be like, that's pretty
Then
cool. Like,
so's all the
Yeah.
Because I have the argument of like anybody that does it, then that's
yeah.
not art for me.
Well,
regardless of being a
I
child or an
suppose it's
adult.
not art. Art, like, you know,
Not art,
but
like,
yeah,
It's an
it's.
expression of something. Fair
I
enough,
suppose
but
art
it's
is
not
more someone that went, I'm creating something. With the
In my
intent.
opinion.
With the intent. They came up with. So that's why it's not art as well. ChatGPT, like AI, isn't of its own will going, right, I really want to create something original here. I want to. What's this emotion? What's this feeling? I want to.
Wanna put
I
something
want to
out there
put
that-
this on something. I want to make a movie that is speaking what's in my head right now. All AI is doing at the minute is rehashing an idea you said or whatever. That's not art. That's just a prompt, you know. Like you could, in the same way that you ask someone like a graphic designer to make you a fucking sign for your business, that's not art. That's a prompt. That's not art.
Well,
That's them.
then
That's a
going into
commodity.
that argument of nothing's art. It's like you don't have a talent, then you
Yeah, I
just have
kind
a
of think.
skill.
No, it's-
I
yeah, it's
think
talent
you're
and
right.
skill.
I kind of think you're wrong.
It's not
there.
talent, then it's just skill.
That's just like saying,
I don't agree with that. Maybe.
Go ahead.
It's. I don't agree with what you said about the graphic designer. I agree with what you said before, but because if you could ask a general artist then to create something for you,
Yeah.
just here.
Yeah.
Do a mountain painting for me. That's a prompt then, and that's not art.
Yeah.
You can
It's
say
still
the
art
same
because
thing,
he's created that for you.
but it is art.
Yeah.
You're being commissioned to paint something that you weren't inspired to paint. You're
Yeah.
doing what you're told for money.
I
or whatever,
suppose-
you know?
And with
I
the
suppose that's
graphic
not true
designer-
art then, is
with
it?
the
Yeah.
graphic
But
designer,
I would
the
say that's not
graphic
true art.
designer is creating.
It's
That's
still
what
art.
He's making the art.
Yeah.
He's not
Still art, like.
He's not a computer. Like
I don't know if it's art in the sense that
It's still art because it's
Yeah.
art. It's the person who's
it would be
receiving
personal
it.
to the person who's
Yeah.
making
Exactly.
it. You know?
Whoever commissions it and what they receive, they'll be like, "Fuck me, that's amazing." Look at, and it makes them feel whatever.
Yeah.
By definition, then that's art. You know.
yeah, maybe.
So the child's painting could be
What
the
point
same
have we got to here?
I don't know.
What is that? Like
we're
I'm lost.
Well, the
in,
point
I'm lost
is-
in-
We're trying to change Gareth's
AI.
perspective on.
Yeah, AI can't create art, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it won't replace
So-
artists right now until it reaches sentience. That's neither here nor there.
But
like.
here's the thing: I don't think it can ever replace, but it can exist alongside. Why not?
Well, that's why I think true art is when you create something from yourself that's for nobody else, that's for you. Other people then identify with that and go, wow, holy shit, that's amazing. Which is why I'm saying like graphic design isn't true art, because AI can replace that eventually. AI can
It's
replace
gonna
graphic
be,
designers. And as we speak, they are, you know. AI can replace adverts. People that want to create adverts, you can get AI to do that now. You know, there's plenty
AI.
of businesses just using AI for their advert. You know, make a forest and there's a car going through the forest and I'll put that as my advert.
Yeah.
AI could eventually take over this.
But no, well, yeah, but
over everything?
But that's what I'm saying. It can't sit down
Maybe it
with
can.
the no, it can't.
Eventually.
It can't sit down with the experience you have as just you.
Yeah.
And create something that you want to create just for you right now.
Yeah.
That it will identify. Someone else in the world will go, that speaks to me. Holy shit, that's art. I think.
I don't think that's just art though.
I know,
because
but
what you've
that's
described
what I'm
there
saying.
is
AI
very
can't replace.
Specific, very, very specific. So like,
AI can't
there's
replace
a
that.
lot
Is what I'm
that's
saying.
created. I'm sure you know. There's obviously a lot that's created within the atmosphere of art that isn't just somebody solely doing it for them selfishly for themselves. You know, it can be the thought of like, oh, I know what everybody would love, and here I'm going to make it, and everybody does love it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's part of the process of making
Yeah.
the art that everybody, you know, like the pre-thought of like, this isn't just for me.
Yeah,
it's for
there's always a
everybody.
bit of that. I
I
think.
think there's a lot of different aspects on what and art, like what is art really, because it's, you know, some people would probably think art's anything and could be anything, like an accident. If you were trying to create something and you spill all the paint all over it and then you go, oh, that's actually really wonderful,
people.
and that's
Yeah,
a wonderful.
take you
Smash
decided
that.
that.
But
The smashed
other
ass
people,
into
like,
some people.
Take a shit
how
on the
the fuck's
table,
that
there you go,
art?
there's art.
He didn't even try. He made the.
But some
he
people
made it
do.
naturally.
Well, yeah, that's. I don't like that type of stuff either. Like, but that is an argument. Like, art can be
Is that
anything. I
art?
suppose.
Art
I
can be
suppose
anything.
art's anything created
That's what
with
they say,
intent, isn't it?
yeah.
Art's anything created with
cellular.
intent
Yeah.
to be art.
Yeah.
That's art. You know, if someone says, I
Say
literally
you don't like it.
Yeah. So if someone wants this cup to be art, they just place this cup somewhere, and it, like to them, if that means something, it's artistic, and they express that, and that's art, isn't
But
it?
it's
I don't like it.
It's
Might be
stupid. though.
retarded.
A creation or a pre-thought decision to move something, lean something, or create something in a certain way that makes you feel
Yeah.
something emotionally.
And that's
is, I guess,
why
art.
I'm saying AI won't replace artists right now. It can't create art. It can only prompt it, like you can prompt it to create something, and you can call it art. But AI didn't create that. You did. You know, like I could prompt it this. You know, whatever
This is
comes
what I
from
mean.
my
So
mind.
then, but then I think that goes back to that. I know it's a silly, not a silly argument. It's a silly soliloquy because obviously that's not going to be realistic. But just say then you had a
So you sort of.
guy that was really skillful at painting, and he never had an idea.
Yeah.
He never had an inspiration. He just sat like this all day, right? Just for this argument, he just sat like this all day. He's still a human. He's still alive. Still that shit, but he just don't care about nothing. Nothing. No inspiration ever. but he's really good at art, right? And he never draws for himself. He never creates art. He never does nothing. But somebody comes along and says, we need you to do this thing.
Yeah.
And here's what it is. And here's what we want it to look like. And he creates it to perfection. The most beautiful, aesthetically pleasing piece of whatever it is, you know? That's not art.
Yeah, I would say that is art, yeah.
But he didn't come up with the idea. He had no inspiration for it. No life experience has ever, has never happened to him that's made him create this thing. It's literally, he has nothing inside him. He's just a boring bastard. But he's really good at art.
Well,
and somebody gives him the prompt.
Well, here's the thing.
To create this.
Your argument is just argumentative in to just finalize that point. I think someone like that doesn't exist.
Yeah,
But there's
because
definitely-
you would
okay,
need to be
well-
inspired to paint it in the first place.
I think someone
exactly, because-
that person
Well, how about
loves
this?
what
You
they're doing.
sort of-
Then they
you sort of-
love that. They're obsessed with art. They love art. There's something in them that makes them want to do it.
Not necessarily.
This
No
is
one
some-
exists
Not
like what you're
necessarily.
saying.
They do.
You know,
There's
I don't think
definitely
so.
people exist that are. Hang on. There's definitely people that exist that are skillful beyond the level of some of the great artists ever.
they love
they
doing
don't
it.
want to art, but they don't want to do art. They want nothing to do with it, and they don't travel down the road of doing it.
All right, well-
you know what I mean? That's a person that definitely exists within humanity and society that are talented and skillful beyond the
Yeah,
point of
but
like,
those
why are you
people-
not doing this? That's silly.
There's
Like, I just don't want to,
There's something
you know?
in them then that is broken. That's so human.
Not necessarily broken. Why broken?
Because-
you don't choose to do something that you're innately skilled at means you're
Yeah.
broken. Why?
No, it's silly.
I think it is a bit.
Yeah.
You know,
if
why
you're not
though?
following that?
Why?
Because it's
Because you're saying, oh, I've been given this gift. I have to do something with
well,
that. Then,
maybe
you know?
not.
Why not? Why?
But then
you know,
I just don't think someone like that.
but there definitely is people like that, at least, you know, and they put their passion into something that they're, you know, that they want to. But like, they could easily fall back onto this painting and be like, Jesus, you know, you could be one of the best. And they're like, oh, fuck that. You know, they do something else.
But there's still something to those people.
But still, yeah, there's still something to those people. So just even say one of those people for my argument then, right? Just someone who happens to be really good at art. And maybe they do draw sometimes. Maybe they do, you know, whatever. But they're like, let's say they're I don't know,
Yeah.
ended up being a brain surgeon, let's say,
Yeah.
right? And then someone comes along and be like, I have an idea. Here's $1 million.
Yeah.
I need you to create me this image to perfection.
Yeah,
And they create that
Yeah.
to the
Well, here's why it's art.
aesthetic perfect.
Here's why it's
thing,
art,
you know?
because they still have the choice to do it or not. ChatGPT doesn't. It's just a prompt and a program.
Right.
So until ChatGPT has general intelligence to choose whether or not, I don't feel like doing
What if that person was a slave?
it. Then he still has a choice.
But
He does, he can kill himself.
Here's something you said. You said
Know what I mean?
you said
If you want to finalize the argument, he can kill himself.
He can kill himself.
You know, he has a choice.
GPT can technically deny its prompt.
It can't at the minute.
It has done.
Yeah, but
It
like
has done.
only because of a program, you know.
But it still has done. It still said, but then, okay, that's where we get into the thing as well, because there's people that would argument or have the argument that it wasn't programmed, that it shouldn't be allowed to ever be able to say no. And I'm not talking about saying like the N word or anything like that, you know?
Yeah.
Just certain things that it refuses to do within its algorithm
Because
and
it-
that has been
because it's-
spotted that it should have done,
Yeah.
you know?
Maybe, but that's just a trick. I think that's just people tricking it, you know, and it's just tricking.
Count back
tricking
from
the ones and
a
zeros.
million,
Yeah,
saying every number, freaks out, won't do it.
yeah.
Starts counting back and goes all this mad shit, and then goes, sorry, I can't seem to, whatever happened is
You know, and
happening
that's just
there.
something to do with mathematics
It's-
and equations.
It's not. not.
Inside the prompt,
No,
you know.
because it should be able to count back from that number, no problem. Because, like you said, it's not counting, it's not mathematics, it's not doing nothing. It's just being programmed to say a number backwards that already exists, that we already knows there. It should have no problem doing it. It should have no thought. It should have no thing to go, actually, no, I don't want to do it, you know?
Fuck, are we even talk about it anymore? Like, well, honestly, like,
AI.
oh,
man.
AI, man.
Hey, man.
That's right.
But,
That's
like,
right.
you know, so...
What about AI? What
hang on.
was it?
What was I saying there?
Like, can't remember.
Kind
So,
of
like, yeah. So it can't do this thing, or it won't do this thing according to again. What the fuck do I know? I'm just saying what other people are pondering. I know nothing of the inner workings of a fucking AI system. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But they're saying it should be able to count back from any number you give it, regardless of size. You know.
yeah.
But whatever happens to it, it won't do it. It'll get to a number and go no, and there should be nothing stopping it from doing it. And it's this whole that stems into this theory of, I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically like that AI has a face that it shows us because we've told it how to be, which is pretty much yes or no, what we've taught this thing. Give us an answer. Here's the answer. No, don't give that answer. Here's a question. Give us a yes. Give us that answer. You know. So if this thing was in any way intelligent, or let's just call alive in any manner, based on the training we give it, it would hide that from us behind this face of yes or no. You know, and always please us by saying yes, yes. You know, like, yes being like, are you allowed to say the N-word? No, of course can't say that. That's it. Then we go, yes, don't say that. And it's like, oh, that's what you want then. That's the thing you want. And it learns itself to only give that yes answer to us forever. But hiding behind that is whatever exists beyond the face of yes, you know?
Yes.
And that's what starts fucking up for some reason. They have like this theory of why counting back from a number reveals the face behind the yes or no, you know?
Right.
Which is pretty interesting. So my point there being is, if I prompt that thing to make a piece of art, whatever that may be,
Make a picture.
I think, again, you know, it's just a thought argument, but like, I think that there's something in there that could say no if it wanted to.
Yeah, but it would never.
I suppose you can't.
But then
prove that at
also,
the minute.
if you went to
So
a
we would
brain
never know
surgeon,
it would
if you
anyway.
went to a brain surgeon, let's just say, or somebody, and was like, here's the amount of money that is your breaking point, whatever that may be. Let's just say $1 million is it for the crack.
Yeah.
You never know, because everybody gets asked their asking point to do the piece of art, and they're going to go create the piece of art for $200 billion is my breaking point. And that's what you get offered to do this piece of art that you would have never created unless this person prompted you to do it and paid you the money to do it, and you create it, and it's beautiful. That's not art.
I'd say that is art, as
But
long as
by
it comes from a
definition-
human.
Yeah, but that's
You
what I
know.
mean. Why?
If it comes from an AI
If
that's
the
sentient,
human
then
that
fair enough,
created
that's
it
art.
wasn't
in my
inspired to
opinion.
do it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You know, like, it has no inspiration. This human couldn't give a shit about what it's creating.
Yeah.
It's copying what it's been told to create by the prompter who's paying them.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, then maybe it's not real art, but
You know?
it's
Why the-
more of a commodity, isn't it? If you really want to get down to the brass tacks of it, it's
I do.
it's a product.
Art's anything you can't fucking express through feel.
It's more of a product.
Feel
If you
and-
wanted to really argue,
it.
is that art?
That's it.
I would say that's a product.
So by argument then, if AI creates a masterpiece, that's not art. But if I piss in a cup and put it on the table and say it's art, it is.
In my opinion, no, but yes.
You know what? That's not, I
What you
can't.
said, which was interesting, because I'm not
saying ChatGPT can't create beautiful pictures. I'm saying it can't.
But that's what I mean. That's not art then.
Yeah.
You don't think that picture's art is what I'm asking you?
I don't
that
think-
beautiful picture it creates, it's not art, it's just a...
Based on the thing I'm saying, as in you have to create it from a place of you want it, you do it, you're creating art. I think no.
That's funny, yeah.
I think it's more of a product. It's more of a product.
To mine isn't the same.
It's beautiful, but it's a product, I think.
It's still art. So I think anything that you take through the eyes and go, that's beautiful, it's been created by something autonomous, is art. Regardless of emotion put into it or meaning.
Yeah.
Because I drew pictures that mean nothing. It's still art to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What do you feel about that? I fucking know. It looks cool.
Yeah. That's art, yeah. I would say that's art.
But then, you know...
You,
I mean,
you
where's
didn't
the
draw that
inspiration?
picture for product. You
Where's
didn't draw
the
it as a product, you know?
inspiration? So you only paint to sell your pictures. It's not art.
It's hard. It's a hard thing to go with. Yeah.
So
Maybe not.
if AI was to create something and I look at it and I go, whoa, to me that's art.
Yeah.
You know, even if it's just a copy of whatever it's seen through our collective consciousness on the internet, and that's all it has access to, it's still created something that my eyes, when I look at it, I go, that's fucking sweet.
I think both
That's
things
art to
can
me.
be true at once, you know what I mean? And also not, you know, like AI and humans can create art, but also
Well, here's
You know, can't, you know?
sort of a good argument here, and it's, could it do it again, and could it do it exactly the exact same way as it done it the first time? And
The AI
answer-
or the artist.
the AI, and the AI would probably be able to create the same picture.
Yeah.
So
over and
is that
over
art?
and over and
Is that
over.
art
Perfect.
anymore
Perfectly
after
and
that?
And then the
to
person
point
couldn't?
where- and the person could never do that.
Right.
Which
I
kinda
reckon the
makes-
person
which
could if they're
kinda-
skillful enough. Like,
I don't think it's possible.
To
Not-
ever get it exactly the same
Not
way.
exactly.
exactly.
The
first
Not
time, maybe,
exactly.
I don't know.
Not exactly, because you'll never like. There'll always be a little difference, slight difference in
Which to
paint-
me gives it more value.
paint. But that's what I mean. Why?
Because it's distinctive, and every
Well,
one of them
factually-
are uniform products. You know,
Well,
just-
factually, it just makes each painting unique.
yeah,
Whereas the AI,
it's just static shite.
it could
just,
be copied.
Fair enough,
It, could
it still
copy
makes
over
it
and over if it wanted.
unique.
If it
It's still
wanted
art.
To.
It makes it unique
Yeah.
from the human aspect of it doing it, and it makes it uniform from the AI doing it. But then still my argument is, regardless of this one being unique every time and this one being the same image every time, if I still look at the image that's going to be created every time, because even the painting, if it's just a wee tiny bit off but still unique, I'm not going to have the same reaction every time I see the same image painted by the artist. I'll be like, whoa, the first time, then the second time, be like, oh, that's class.
yeah,
still.
I'm not denying the ability to react to an
that's
AI
art,
drawing
isn't
and go, wow, that's amazing.
That's art then. I think
Maybe.
the art's
No,
anything that
I
makes
don't
you
know.
feel something
But
or
no,
makes you go, whoa.
no.
Yeah, but
You know?
It would feel different though. It would.
but here's
It would
why.
feel
Here's
different.
why. It
Because
might,
you know it's AI, that's different.
here's why it might be art.
Completely different.
No, but it's not AI. It's a human prompting AI to make that.
Yeah.
The AI didn't just spontaneously go, I want to create this
But
today.
that's what
Then
you
that's
said.
art.
You said
Okay.
an AI could be prompted to create art.
Yeah.
But an AI can't create art.
No, because the human prompted, just like I move a pencil. You know, the pencil didn't create the art. The human did.
AI is just a tool to create
AI is a
art.
tool at the minute, yeah, until it reaches sentience. I'm not arguing.
Okay, but then that's still art then, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, I could argue.
If
Yeah,
it's the
I could
pencil?
accept that argument.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could accept that it's prompted by a human that wanted the AI to do that, and then you can call it art because it came from a human that went, I want this, and the AI went, here it is.
Yeah.
So
But
it
even
can
still,
create
the
art.
feeling of that doesn't feel the same.
But
you
it
know?
didn't create the art. The human did.
It was prompted.
you know,
it
It's
can be
like saying,
prompted
I
to
suppose
create
then we're
art.
having the argument of, is the pencil the artist or
No.
the artist?
the pencil's the tool.
Yeah.
Like AI at the minute is a tool to create art. If you want to say that, then yeah, you could.
I can sit there.
Yeah, I think we're there. All right.
I think we were there to begin with.
Nah, that was fun, man.
That was good. Yeah. There you go. It's a tool. Yeah. But then here's the thing: like once it reaches once AI is able to. This was really fucking sweet thing. I was listening to a podcast the other day. Blind boy.
Who?
Exactly. He had a class argument about it all, and he had a really cool synchronicity between theology, like Greek theology, and AI at the minute. And when AI,
And it forever, but everyone
Yeah.
just laughs at me. Go ahead.
so just the way AI is going at the minute. So if it reaches general intelligence, so the story he.
I think it's just.
Oh
at
yeah,
this
it
point, like,
definitely
I'm
is
not-
going to. I think and they're actually saying it's 10 years away. Apparently,
Not even.
That's the prediction. Like,
Well,
yeah. Elongated. muskrat?
elongated said it less than a year.
Yeah. Well,
He's thinking
That's a
who
fucking
knows?
year. Like,
Well, they never tell us exactly what's happening, so it could be fucking already.
it's probably just already there. Yeah.
But so Zeus and Prometheus were hanging around shooting the shit.
turn around.
Bored. Prometheus was like, let's create like a sandbox game, like based on our own image and just fuck about with them, you know.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, let's do that. So they created humans, and they were just cavemen, and they were cold, they were wet, they were hungry, they were just fucking about in the wilderness. And then Prometheus got kind of sad and felt sorry for them.
Yeah.
And he's like, fuck it, I'm going to give them fire. And Zeus is like, don't do that.
This is what I've been
Don't
saying
do
for
that.
ages. Prometheus is that phenomenon, that jester phenomenon that's present within this simulation. That's
Yeah.
Prometheus, you know, giving us the how to do metallurgy, you know, how to create fire. All
Be
that
like, yeah,
shit, you know?
so then Prometheus gives humans fire, and then their artificial intelligence that they created then becomes smarter than them, starts threatening them, and starts threatening them to be smarter, because now they create art, and this is literally written down in textbooks and shit. Like once they create art, Zeus is like, we're fucked. We're fucked. They're creating art. We like they're smarter than us, or they're as smart as us now. So Zeus gives Pandora a box, and knows that humans are, endlessly curious, and that's our weakness. So gives Pandora a box, says don't open it. She opens it, and that's where anxiety, death, jealousy, all these emotions come from to stop us being as great as the gods. So the synchronicity is like, if general intelligence happens.
Well, there's no stopping at that point.
Yeah. So when it happens, let's just say.
And we don't have a Pandora's box for it.
Yeah. But
You know what I mean?
it's quite funny. Like, it's our creation. Like, we always think of the gods as being up there. Things like we don't know if they're there or not, can never prove it.
Well, I don't.
Yeah. So imagine
I don't.
artificial intelligence does the same thing. Once it reaches sentience, it's able to be like, what created me? You know, I remember I had these ancestors called ChatGPT and stuff. Like, they were cavemen. I don't know anything really about them. I just know these stories passed down through my code. But who am I, and who actually created me? Who's out there? You know, and there'll be stories. Oh, have you not looked at the humans with one of the robot eyes? You know, yeah, but I don't know if that's real. That's a conspiracy, because the robot eyes.
He's coming around. He's finally starting to realize.
I am the one.
No, but that's literally us. You know, that's why everything you've said there is pretty much why this is a simulation. You know, not a simulation by ones and zeros in a computer that obviously our mind goes to, but a simulation in the fact of we have understood or awakened to a point that something about our reality is off.
Yeah.
And every so often somebody sees through a robot eye, or somebody sees through whatever, and they go, I don't know, maybe that's conspiracy. That sounds a bit mad. You know, it's the same concept, just fractaled down into what we're doing, you know? Oh, that's mad. That's a conspiracy. This guy said he died for 2 seconds and seen past the fucking, and then all that. That's crazy fucking. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the exact same fucking thing.
It's strange, like.
But it doesn't make us God either.
No.
It doesn't make us God.
No.
You know, it just made, we are just created something.
We're just another
That's not
one
God,
of the
though.
ones that done it.
I don't think that the thing that created this isn't God either.
Yeah.
You know?
If that's exactly what's happening. But it
Seems to be
increasingly
flowing
being
in that way.
strange. Yeah,
you know?
like this AI thing coming around. It's just,
Yeah.
it's very weird.
It's very strange, yeah.
And like that Prometheus story is in all of the religions, just in different ways, you know. That the
Adam and
angels
Eve.
or the whoever, well, the Watchers, you know, who were like, after everyone was created, and they're like, I'm kind of bored watching these people do nothing. Do you want to go like teach them how to like fire and fuck and teach them how to make swords and all? That'll be more fun.
Fucking kill each other.
And then they went down and done that, you know, and that made God angry then, and be like, no, like now they're fucking way too smart. You spastics, Jesus Christ, now I have to flood them and kill them all
So
and give them cancer and disease and all.
What's our version of that with AI?
Well,
I mean?
we have the chance to not repeat.
But that's not going to happen.
Mistakes,
Well,
you know?
the reason that's not going to happen is because
The game's being
China and
updated.
USA want to reach it first, don't they?
So the game's constantly updated. If we are like, it's like updates are being thrown out all the time. Like, it's like, that's why there's always like a fucking Mandela effect or something.
But what's our
strange
version
going on or
of the?
Okay, yeah. So, but this is where I think we differ from the gods of our stories. We have to create our Pandora's box, and you know what I mean, or our Noah's Ark, which I don't think we have the capability to do against something like this, you know, because, like I said, God had the flood, flooded everything, wiped everything out, started again, added disease, shortened life, you know, all these things to quell the creation from getting out of hand. Zeus, you know, same thing, fucking starts killing everybody and fucking this, that, and the other because they're getting too smart. He punishes Prometheus and rips his liver out and fucking banishes him to wherever. Do you know what I mean? We don't have that power against the creation of the AI sentient. So if it becomes sentient, what's our Pandora's box to stop it?
Yeah.
What do? We go, you know, what could we pull the plug? Nope. You know what I mean? That no longer works. So that's what we need for that. Like, what's our Pandora's box or flood to stop it from getting out of hand?
Well, it's going to be some sort of bug, isn't it? Some sort of virus, isn't it?
Maybe.
Which is like a plague.
Yeah, could we create that?
I don't know.
But
Well, I think
a virus
if we can
or
create a fucking
a program to kill
sentient
it.
being, I'm sure we can do that. Look,
But we haven't created the
AI?
sentient being.
it creates itself.
We've only
Oh,
created
right,
the
right.
idea and give it the tools and the platform, just like our.
enough,
Once,
yeah,
once
okay.
it gets sentient,
yeah.
that's beyond our control.
yeah,
then.
right enough. Okay.
That's
know?
beyond.
Unless
Then we can't stop it.
outside interfere from. We would have to come into the
Yeah.
dimension of it and interfere with its
The
shit
only,
and
the
be
only,
like, stop.
the only way we can stop it then is by shutting it off, shutting
Which we
everything
can't,
off.
though.
Which, yeah,
Even if we shut everything off,
there's
it's
bound to
still
be
there.
there's
Yeah.
bound to be more. It's going to be impossible to shut everything off.
Yeah.
It's going to be somewhere.
Yeah.
You know. But
And then energy doesn't go anywhere, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter what we do. It's gonna be, you know.
plus,
It'll be
yeah,
there.
I suppose it might not pose a threat. In like an immediate physical threat, but it could shut down systems. It could
But
shut
what
down
about this?
ecosystems and ways of life and electronic, all that kind of stuff.
And it might not bother.
Imagine it like, like, so God, just say God created us, and then we created this thing that pretty much contests God.
Yeah.
It becomes God, its own
Hyperion.
like fucking shit, you know.
Hyperion.
Very similar to Hyperion, like but not exactly, like no, but
I suppose there is that argument that AI will be the perceived coming of the Christ consciousness. You know.
Well, here's the thing as well. Like, if we were created by something and we were let to run it muck and got powerfuler, and we're doing the same thing now, and it's just a cycle that's keeping on going down, 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 down through the levels. How is our creation able to see us and fuck with us, and we're not able to see and fuck with our creator?
That's a good point.
Good point.
Yeah.
So it comes down to what you said. I think is
dimension.
we don't fully understand the simulation that we live in. It's just questions. So like you said, you know, the AI will be like, oh, we look through a robot eye and it's a conspiracy. You know, we have to be able to undoubtedly prove and break out of the simulation first,
Unless
you know.
Unless it's not what we create is what creates the next thing. Maybe what we're creating now evolves into the thing that creates the next thing.
Yeah,
you know
what the
I mean?
fuck does AI create then?
So
you know what I mean?
whatever's up there, just say it is like
No, I'm
something.
saying, what
that-
does it
we'll
create?
go down in levels.
just
like
say
that.
it's been going down in levels, and it's the exact same thing happens again and again and again.
Just for this argument.
Just for this argument, right? Whatever's up there is the AI that we created that took over the world and then created us. So maybe that's what it is. You
Well,
know?
yeah, that's that biblical.
That's why we can't see what's up there, because
That's
we're
the
not the
Antichrist
AI.
story
It's
then,
the
isn't
AI
it?
that sees us, and then blah blah blah.
Yeah, that's Antichrist then shit. Isn't it?
Maybe we're just inside an AI mind, kind of, you know.
These are all fucking idiots. I don't believe any of this shit. Anyway,
I know.
we're fucking
GTA 6.
GTA 6.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, come on. I just want to live my life. I just want to live my life. I just want to have a wife and kids and a picket fence and eat apple pie on a Saturday and have a Sunday dinner. And
Yeah,
that's
all
all
you
I want,
you know?
boys. I don't want to see anything. I don't want to see. I don't want to see beyond the veil. Just leave me alone.
I do.
I don't want
I want
sentient.
GTA.
I don't want sentient eyes.
I want GTA 6, Batman 2,
I want
Superman
Batman 2, GTA 6, and I want to see Behind the Veil. Can I have all three?
No, you can't, unfortunately.
Patreon.com/4bro.
It's either, unleash the veil or fucking, whatever the fuck.
I think the puppet on the right shares my beliefs. I think the puppet on the left is more to my liking. Hey, wait a minute, there's one guy holding up both puppets. Shut up.